Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video we're talking about Game Boy Advance, Lakka, as well as PS3 on PS5. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about Game Boy Advance emulation on Android with MyBoy. MyBoy is one of the most popular GBA emulators out there. Is it the best one? I would argue no, but at the same time it's still incredibly popular. It's been out forever, and it hasn't been updated in forever either. The last time this thing was updated was back in 2017, so a number of years ago. Anyways, the free version of MyBoy is no longer on the Google Play Store, it's just flat out disappeared. This has happened before when MyBoy Free was rebranded to MyBoy Lite. We can see My Old Boy, which is for Game Boy and Game Boy Color, and My Old Boy Lite, which is also for Game Boy and Game Boy Color. So we've got the paid version and the free version of that one. And we only have the paid version of MyBoy. So I'm not quite sure what's going on here, whether it's being updated for maybe some ad stuff, or maybe it's being rebranded yet again, or maybe we're going to see an update to the main version of MyBoy. So in the event that you're looking for a new free Game Boy Advance emulator on your Android device, I think this is a great time to check out Pizza Boy GBA Basic. There's no ads here, it's 100% free, and it's pretty darn good. Moving on now, and we're talking about Lakka. If you've never heard about Lakka before, at a really high level here, it's an open source Linux-based operating system that's built around RetroArch. It's basically an alternative to something like RetroPie. It's designed for performance. Now there's a brand new release candidate for Lakka 4.1. This isn't the official stable version of Lakka 4.1 just yet. It's just technically a release candidate, but it's more or less at the final stages of testing, and they do consider it to be stable. It introduces a bunch of new things. Firstly, RetroArch has been updated to the latest version, which at the time of filming is 1.10.2. We talked about this one in a previous video. Next here it says cores updated to their most recent versions. And they've also added in 4 new cores. One of the more notable ones here is same CDI. Now, interestingly here, a lot of people won't be happy with this one because it's an amazing emulator. The Duckstation core has been removed, and this is the result of the disagreement between Stenzek and RetroArch. It's unfortunate, but that's the way things are. Meza has been updated to version 22.0.1. The mainline kernel has been updated. Raspberry kernel has been updated as well. They fixed a bug with NVIDIA, and they've added in support for 2 new USB Wi-Fi dongles. And they've also removed the system files downloader, and this will result in a little bit less of a headache considering it was kind of redundant and prone to causing some issues. I'll leave a link to their changelog in the description below because they do have some helpful information here with Bluetooth pairing. And they also recommend using Vulkan when you can. And just a friendly note here, Lakka is not just for the Raspberry Pi. You can use it on PC and also on the Nintendo Switch. Last up here, we're talking about PlayStation 3 emulation on the PlayStation 5. Now this is just a rumor. Nothing has been confirmed just yet. In fact, nothing may ever be confirmed. Jeff Grubb, an industry insider, has poked around a little bit and has heard rumblings that PlayStation is developing a PS3 emulator. Now Jeff does talk about this as well as some more stuff in his YouTube video. I'll leave it in the description below, feel free to check it out. I recommend checking it out. When this rumor initially got out, a lot of people were saying, you know what, the PlayStation 5 isn't powerful enough to emulate the PlayStation 3. But it looks like it's more than capable, and some people are wondering if Sony decides to go down this route. Are they going to steal code from the open source PS3 emulator known as RPCS3? And the answer to that is probably not. I mean, they already have the internal workings and internal code of the PlayStation 3, and you'd think they would just use their own code. It would make the most sense. But at the end of the day here, stranger things have happened. Now, in terms of timelines for potential PS3 emulation on the PS5, I wouldn't get overly excited just yet. I wouldn't hold your breath just yet. If anything, it may be a ways off. I'm not quite sure. and more than likely it'll be a part of one of the upper tiers for the new PS Plus memberships. Sony is probably going to make you pay for their development. Either way here though, I'm really curious about this one and I want to see if the rumor actually becomes true. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. Let me know your thoughts on anything we talked about today in the comments below, whether it was MyBoy on the Google Play Store, Lakka or PS3 on the PS5 potentially maybe sometime in the future. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos, don't tempt fate, save your state.